सर्वभूतेषु गूढः सर्वव्यापी सर्वभूतान्तरात्मा कर्माध्यक्ष सर्वभूतादिवासः साक्षी चेता केवलो निर्गुणश्च। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो नमो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अमृतमे नदीतमे देवीरगमे सरस्वती अप्रशस्तायिव स्मसि प्रशस्तिम् अम्बनस्कृति। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಹಾಂ, ಓಕೆ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಫಸ್ಟು. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಶರ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಶರ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಹೇಳಿ? ಶರ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ? ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಅಂಗಡಿಲಿ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು, ಬಟ್ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತದು? ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಿಚ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಮೆಥಡು ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಶರ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಟೈಲರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಾನೇ? ಟೈಲರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ಶರ್ಟು ಬಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ತಾನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ ಡು ಯು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ ಟೈಲರ್?
ಹೊಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹಾಂ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ದ ಟೈಲರ್ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಶರ್ಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್, ಅದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್. ಆದರೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಟೈಲರ್ ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಟೈಲರಿಂದನೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಬಿಗಿನ್ ವಿತ್ ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳು ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಶರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ನೋಡಿ, ಸೋ ವಾಸ್ಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್, ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕಲರ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಸಾಗರು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವನು ಪೇಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ? ನೇಚರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ನೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. Some conscious being has to do, isn't it? And any conscious being cannot paint the things because he must have knowledge. First of all, knowledge is also very important. So Veda Mantra says, to create this world, you require two things. What is that? One, efficient cause, and another is material cause. Just like for a shirt, you require a material and you require a tailor. Tailor is the efficient cause and the cloth is the material cause. Same way for this whole srishti, whole creation, you require two causes. They say that is the efficient cause. One conscious being, another is material cause. And Vedas, they call efficient cause as Ishvara, God, Paramatma, Devru, Srishtikarta, any name you can give. You can say Allah, you can say any language, any method. The God is only one, definitely. So the creator has to be one. Otherwise, the African, he has a problem. He cannot go to a doctor who has studied in India because the God has created Africans in a different way and Indians are different way. No, that is not the case. Human body is same. That doctor can handle this patient, this doctor can handle that patient. It is so easy. That means the creation, one has done the creation. You have to accept. These are the things, major things. So, and you have to accept the creator. And next question arises, how he has created. So, to understand this, they say, yes, by using the strength, Shakti. How we use our strength and create something, same way, here also, we use the strength, he uses the strength, God, and then creates. He has got all the three types of Shaktis. Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Sankalpa Shakti. That he has given us also. That is why human beings are also able to create so many things. So when till this you have decided, now you have understood that there has to be a creator for this world and he has to be only one and only one. It cannot be otherwise, okay? And he uses this Shakti and they call it Maya Shakti. Why they call it Maya? Why that word is magic? Maya means you think magic. Why it is used? Because which you cannot understand. It is so difficult. Then that is called Maya Shakti. For example, we can never accept water flowing up. We say that water cannot flow up, isn't it? Otherwise, top floor people easily they could get water. Without the pump, they cannot get water. But whereas if you open the tap, ground floor people can get the water. For them, there is no problem. So that means they ask a question, the students or teacher, in the coconut, the water is full. There is no hole. Without a hole, you cannot feel anything. But there is no hole. That from everywhere it comes. There is no leakage, nothing. No packing is required. God has done packing wonderfully. So how the water has gone up? You cannot explain. Okay, if you say water can go up, in papaya why it doesn't go? Why papaya doesn't get water in that? That also is. That is why they say Maya. Maya Shakti, which you cannot question. You cannot explain. It happens. That's all. So when once you accept these things, that means two things are required, Shakti and Paramatma, and with the help of that, the creation takes place. Now, to start the Atharvashirsha, what we do is, first invoke, that is we welcome that efficient cause. Who is the efficient cause? He is called Ganapati.
In Kannada we call Nimittakara.
Yes,
Efficient cause is Nimittakara.
Even in Sanskrit also, Nimitta and Upada.
Upada means material cause.
Material. So first, before starting the Atharvashirsha, we are inviting Ganapati because he is the creator. How he creates, what is his Swarupa, we have to know. That the mantra itself beautifully explains. Let me tell it in a short this one, because I'll only do the this one. This is Ganapati's and welcoming Saraswati. Then he will explain the Atharvashirsha. After that we will chant, okay? And then any doubt we can do everything, okay? Another 5 minutes did this. Shall I start? No problem. Okay.
ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವನ್ನ
ಬರ್ತಾರೆ
It's okay.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ
ಅದೇ
ಬರ್ತಾರೆ
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಓಂ ಗಣಾನಾಂ ತ್ವಾ ಗಣಪತಿಗುಂ ಹವಾಮಹೇ ಕವಿಂ ಕವೀನಾಮುಪಮಶ್ರವಸ್ತಮಂ ಜ್ಯೇಷ್ಠರಾಜಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣಾಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣಸ್ಪತಃ ನಶೃಣ್ವನ್ನೋ ದಿವಿಸ್ಸೀದ ಸಾಧನಂ ಮಹಾಶ್ರೀಪತಯೇ ನಮಃ. Enough, that's it. So, first in the beginning we said Eko Devaha. So, Creator is one, that we have understood. And cause also, two things we have understood. Now, who is the Adhikar for listening to Atharvashirsha? Isn't it? That is there, no? You cannot start teaching, for example, straight and start Nalini auntie, computer, many very trivial software or hardware in thing. You cannot. Because I should be able to cognize it, isn't it? So here also the condition is an Atharvashirsha, for whom it is. What is the qualification required? So college qualification, school, what is the qualification? Shastra says no, only one qualification. I want to know, I want to improve myself. Being a human being, I want to learn good things, I want to improve myself, I want to improve my mind.
It is actually, to explain it little clearly, so you have to raise your level of consciousness. Our level of consciousness is restricted to the body and the surroundings.
Yes.
Our level of consciousness, and of course whatever we learn, our subject of this one, but our consciousness is not going up. It has to reach its origin. The consciousness has got an origin. Without that, your life is not complete. So again you have to come back. That is the reason why we say.
So that is why Adhikari is very, very important. Here only one condition is there. You must have that desire to know. You are prepared to listen, understand, and again think over it, and then do little dhyana and japa to assimilate it. Such a person is the Adhikari for to hear to do Shravana of the Atharvashirsha. Then many people have the doubt. If they come to Vedanta, what will happen? They will lose interest in life, isn't it? Many olden days, many mothers or elders, they used to think, oh, my son will become sannyasi if he goes to Vivekananda's lectures. They used to be very afraid. They never used to send anybody to Ramakrishna Ashram. So many people, they were afraid. They will become sannyasi, they thought. No, that is the wrong notion. Only thing is, Vedanta helps. If you are a son, you will become a better son.
I will just tell you about what is Vedanta. End of the Vedas. Veda, Anta. Anta is the end. Suppose you take any book, you read half book and leave it. Your mind will be constantly thinking, I have not read the full portion, what is going to the whatever story or any other subject. How does it conclude? That is called Anta. So the Vedas, what Vedas conclude is called Vedanta.
Yes.
So Vedas conclude. What conclude is the Upanishad. The concluding portion of the Vedas is called Upanishad. That means Upa means near. It takes you near to yourself. Because we don't know who am I. So to know who am I must go near myself. So Vedanta takes end of the Vedas, Anta Veda. So takes you closer to yourself. Otherwise we are knowing everything other than the self, which we call in Sanskrit Anatma. Self is called Atma. So we are just missing out in human birth that main target or main aim of human birth is to know the self. Otherwise, we are knowing everything. Even God, we are knowing is something else, and we are knowing about His.
Accepting, simply. Correct.
We are knowing how He was born, how we know Puranas, that, this, and everything. But we have not understood who am I. So that is why you must have heard about Ramana Maharshi, who started that word, who am I?
Yeah. So here life becomes more interesting actually, because you will start appreciating God's work. First, when I entered this satsang, when Guruji said that you must have heard about Santa Sakubai, how God went to her house and did all the work. He served them like anything. He used to say, not only Sakubai, for everybody he is doing. He is in everybody. Fully he is handling the body actually. We are not doing anything. It is happening. We are not breathing. Breathing takes place. Eyelid also, everything it is actually happening. That is what. See, first when we know that God is doing everything, we get the love for God. And when once we have got the love for God, we have implicit faith in Him, then we are fit to hear whatever He teaches. Without the Shraddha in the teachings, nothing can happen. That is very, very important in the beginning. So that is when nobody can be, they need not be afraid that something will go wrong if they attend the Vedanta class. First, before starting, I want to compare Vedanta with the mobile, your mobile.
Phone.
Yes, mobile phone. Swamiji has done this very nicely.
Automobile.
No. Okay. What is this mobile set? Everybody is having phone. That is this body. It is compared to this gross body. This is your mobile set. This you have changed many times, isn't it? Mobile. Same way, this also we have changed many times. Once I was a boy, once girl, one animal, bird, everything. So many varieties. But set is every time new. But signal is the Chaitanya, that is Paramatma's capacity to give the that is the strength, Chaitanya, power, that power supply. That is signal, they call it as Chaitanya, that Prakasha is unlimited. How many people can use? Any people, any amount, no problem. And then what is the battery? Food for the gross body, isn't it? Without food, it cannot grow, it cannot work. So that should be there. You have to, battery, you have to continuously charge it. Then what is the balance? That is the fate. Fate or luck or prarabdha, whatever you want you can say.
Destiny.
Because it is allotted. That is, so many experiences you must have in this life. And that too, in young age, so much experience. In your old age, so much. Like that, there is a division. You can see many people, they will be in the young age, they will be like prince. But in the old age, they may come to footpath. That is because of the prarabdha. Or somebody in young age, they must be very, very poor. But in the old age, they become very lackeys. So we don't know.
I'll explain the word prarabdha. Prarabdha means we call destiny. So that is prag arabhyate, which starts beginning. Prag means before. Arabhyate means starts. So those, our own karmas, we start giving their fruits of action.
Yes.
That is called as prarabdha. So prarabdha is nothing but our own making. Our own what we have done, which we don't know. What we have done, actually we don't know. It is all accumulated in this memory system, which we not recollect. These things we cannot recollect. So where we were in the previous birth, previous to that, all this we cannot recollect. So we have got limited capacity to remember. So that much is there, but there is a lot of stored in it, which we cannot recollect. But it comes in the form of our
Pleasure and pain.
destiny.
Pleasure and pains.
Yeah,
That is
when-
called what the prarabdha gives, either pleasure or sorrow. That's nothing else. Those two experiences because of our own karma, what we have done earlier. So many people, they don't even believe the Punarjanma. That means they don't believe yesterday. Yesterday we have done everything, we slept. Actually we have disconnected our mind. Then we should forget everything. Again the next day from ABCD you have to start. That is not the thing. Whatever yesterday you have learned, it carry forward, isn't it? Same way in the Punarjanma also it happens. At least for that you have to have the Shraddha to believe that. That's all. And say balance prarabdha is it, and recharge. That is the sankalpa. That sankalpa means while leaving the body, what one person is thinking, according to that he will take the birth. And SIM card, it is same for all the sets. Any amount of set you have changed, but SIM card is same. That is mind is same. Same mind. Same buddhi, that is intellect you are using. There is no change. Only this is change, that's all. That SIM card is same. Same way here also, that man and buddhi is same. And when you switch off the mobile, it is called sleeping, sushupti. And removing SIM card from the set is called death. This is actually mobile Vedanta. And no need for mobile set itself is called the moksha. If you don't require, because no transaction, you need not do anything, then it is moksha. So this is, they call it as mobile Vedanta. Anyway, Swamiji has said very nicely, I am just sharing it with you all. Now coming to this, now we invoke Ganesha for this satsang also. It is a beautiful, we chanted that Ganana. Gananam Ganapati. He is the master of all the gods, demigods. So gods are, where are gods if you ask? Immediately people will say heaven. That everybody knows. Okay. Yama where he is? Tell me. Yama, god of death, where he will be? Many people think that he has to be in the hell because he will be sending everybody to hell. But he may send everybody to hell. Why he should be in the hell? He is the Devata, isn't it? As if you said him jailer. He has gone to jail means jailer also in the jail or he is free. Same way, Yama is the Devata. So they are saying the heaven also, in our human body also we can recognize. In the eyes, in the ears, for everything, Adhishtatri Devatas are there. You have to have faith in that, that's all. We cannot show, we cannot open the eyes and show, recognize him. It is not possible. So Ganapati is the Lord of, Master of all the Devatas. Kavinam Kavi. Among intelligent persons, he is the most intelligent person. He knows what to do, when to do, with whom to do, everything he knows very. Upamashravastamam. He has got plenty of food, not only for the body, but also for the mind and the intellect. Brahmanam Brahmanaspati. And he is the master of the Veda mantras. Because he is the creator. Remember, creator has to have the knowledge of the Vedas. Then only he can create. Tva, up. We actually invite you, Havamahe. We are inviting you. Why we are inviting you? We want to praise you. After seeing the creation, we are so happy that we know that you are a great person. Please come and hear our praises. Shunvan, Utibihi. And how you should come? We have to come with full equipment, sadhanam, asita. Come and sit here so that our yajna becomes successful. Let everybody understand about Paramatma. That is our motive. Nothing else, no? So for that, please help us.
The word Paramatma itself is very clear because Param means one who is same in everybody is called Param.
Yes.
Samam. Parama. So Atma means self. So the self is common in everybody. It is the activating force in all beings, including the animals, birds, all living beings. The Atma is the activating force, we can call it. So in a difficult English word, you can see the dictionary later at home. There is a beautiful word called vivifying. Vivifying means it is animating. So animating means it's sort of putting into action.
Animation.
That's what we say, animating. Cartoons. Cartoons,
Yes.
if you simply show, it's not a cartoon. You have to animate
Yes.
as though it's moving like
Yes.
that. So it's called animation. So this animation is being done by the Atma within you. That is we call as the self. So the self is otherwise not having any other function. It animates all the organs of our body, including the mind, the intellect, the digestive system, all systems it animates. So that is why it remains like electricity. It gives lights through all the equipment. Whatever equipment you have, it animates the equipment. It animates the mixer, it animates the transistor, it animates the light, it animates everything. But it is not connected to anything. It is not stuck to any instrument. It is not stuck even to the wire. Electric wire doesn't have electricity always. It is we switch off, so the electricity goes away. So that is how the Paramatma is existing without attaching himself to anything. But he exists without attaching to anything. We call it as Asanga. Asanga means he is not associating with any of the things. So he is always pure and in his original form.
ఇది చొల్లుట్రే అప్పుడు నేను అథర్వశిర్ష బుక్ ఇట్నే చొల్లుట్రే ఉండే బుక్ అథర్వశిర్ష నేను ఇంగ్లీష్
ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಚೇರ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ.
ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಬುಕ್ಸ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂಕಲ್
ಹೊರಗಡೆ
ಅಂಕಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ
ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲಿ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ನೋಡಿ.
ಹಾಂ ಅದೇ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಚೊಲ್ಲುಡ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದು ಚೊಲ್ಲುಡ್ರೆ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇದು ಚೊಲ್ಲುವಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. Mahaganapataye Namaha. We bow to that because now we are sure that he is there. That should be our feeling, isn't it? Because when we are inviting and he is requesting him to sit, then his presence is there. That we have to feel that. Now we are inviting Saraswati. Chant. Om Prano Devi Saraswati वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामविक्रयवतु आनो दिवो बृहतः पर्वतादा सरस्वती यजता गन्तु यज्ञं वाग्देव्यै नमः. Who is Devi Saraswati? If I ask, we generally say Brahma ka wife, the wife of Brahma. Isn't it? Brahmana Rani. That music is also there. And she wears white saree, everything we imagine. Take it. That is also okay. But real Saraswati is what? Who is the Chaitanya, the conscious one who is supplying the consciousness to each and every name and form. This mobile set. Mobile set is working, no? Because she is supplying that strength. So Prano Devi Vajinivati. Devi means Jyotana Devi, one who is giving the prakash, knowledge and Chaitanya. And she has got plenty of food. Food, why? Even Ganapati also they said food. Because food for thinking also we require, isn't it? Without eating food, we cannot think. So in Vedanta, actually, too much of upavasa is not actually advised. It is always advised to eat moderately. in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Everything should be in the moderate, this one. That is advisable. So, but she gives food for mind also, for the body also. That what? Deenam avitri Saraswati. One who actually wants to take her help. That Saraswati's help. She will bless them. She will guide them with the food, and also she will let us make a, we should become satisfied with what Saraswati gives. Yajata, worshipful she is. Saraswati, you come to our yajna, that is we are conducting Gyanayagna now. Please come to this. You can come from the, that is Divulu, that is Surya Loka, or as a river you can come, or as rain you can come from Antariksha, that is drops of water, or even from a learned person, walk, that Avesha Avatara they say. So when a teacher teaches, who is coming from his mouth? It is Saraswati only. Knowledge only comes. Otherwise nobody will sit and hear. That is out of question. If I go on telling where I studied, where I was there all the years, how you will be interested? You won't sit here to hear that. You want to know about the Creator, isn't it? That is Jnana. So that one, Saraswati, actually when we do everything, she only starts from the one who wants to teach or express. She only comes. That is what they say. Please come like that. Such a Saraswati, we go to her. Vagdevyai Namaha. Now the Atharvashirsha starts. So before that you have to accept that Ganapati is in the form of Prajna. Prajna means conscious. There are two letters. One is Pra, another Gya. Pra means prana. Gya means knowledge. That is conscious. Both together, put together, it is called Prajna. And Saraswati is the speech. Without walk, you cannot understand anything. Guru also, if he wants to teach you, he has to use his actual speech only. So, walk. Ganapati and walk. One is conscious being, consciousness, and also your speech. Together, then only yajna can be, Jnana yajna can be conducted. Now Atharvashirsha will start. Continuous श्लोक में चलती है। हाँ, और मेरा बाय पार। हाँ, यार दो चल। हाँ, भद्रम करने लो देखिए चैंट। हाँ,
ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति न साक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
टाइम पास इन चल।
ये नहीं चला है।
हाँ, ये लिख के चल पूरा।
So Ganapati Atharvashirsha, this is the heading of the book. Here Ganapati we have explained already. Ganankapati. There are some Gana means it's group. Gana means group. So one who is heading the group is called Ganapati. So he is also Atharva Shirsha. That means he is higher. Shirsha is title. Title is always in the top.
Yes.
So Shirsha. Shirsha for what? It is the higher than what? Atharva. Atharva is prana, your breathing force. So you are higher than the breathing.
Yes.
Isn't it? A person is breathing, nobody they will take to the hospital and tell him he is not conscious. He is not, Jnana has not come. So we are not happy with only breathing. Breathing and consciousness both have to be there in a being. Then only we can interact with him. That is the main idea of this one. Atharvashirsha is heading, we know the title. So Atharva, prana comes first, Atharva comes first, that is. And Ganapati is above the prana. His existence only will animate the prana to function, breathing function. So Ganapati is in the form of aham, nanu, I, we say. He is Ganapati. So that is why we worship him first before any other function. Because that nanu, if it is not existing, I, because in Bengali we say me. So I learned all these 5 things were in different languages. So the people are conversant. So if this expression I, aham doesn't come, there is no function in the body. That is why aham is considered as Ganesha. But unless aham is the controller of all the, who is controlling our mind? No, I am controlling my mind. So that is aham. So aham is controlling all the functions in the system. So if the aham is this one, the system story, all this, eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear, like that functions. So it is why that is called Shirsha, means he is the title. Shirsha is always title, heading. So he is in the topmost portion of the function. He is the first function, Ganapati. That's why any function we do, first we pray to Ganapati and then we start the function. It could be anything, any homa or anything it could be. But first Ganapati we pray, because unless that aham expression comes in us, no work can be done. So that is why aham. Aham is also the word in Sanskrit, they say na gacchati ha aga. Aga means Shiva. Aga. Na gacchati Shiva. It is like a betta, giri, mountain, aga. So agaja, when we say, it is Parvati. So one who is Anana, Parvati's face, means he is always looking at his mother, Parvati, because the son will always be looking at the mother, at least for some time. So that is why it is called Agaja Anana. His face is Aga Parvati. Aga means mountain, Parvata. Parvata se who has come out is called Parvati, Agaja. So Agaja's Anana face, because mother will always like son's face, So he is called Agaja. Mother will be very happy to see son's face. So that is the reason why he is called Agaja Anana. So why you say that Padmarkam? Padma means face, Arka means brightening. So when you see the sun, your face is brightened. So that is why Agaja Padmarkam. So this stotra has got a beautiful meaning. Nalini wants me to say this, so I will tell this.
Nay.
You told me just now. Twice you told me. So I am following what you say. So here we start. This mantra starts with the praise of Ganapati.
Adachi, Atharvashirsha Upanishad.
Atharvashirsha. So Shirsha means title, Atharva is prana, that we already told. So Namaste Ganapati, Namaste Ganapati, Ganamanka Pati, Ganapati is Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi. Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi. You are very clear, you are that. Tattvamasi means you are that. Tat Tvam Asi, you are that. That is the Mahavakya Upadesha, which the Guru gives to the students. So you are that. You are not this body, mind, intellect. These are all working because you are there. If I am not there, what will work in me? Even the sound will not come in from inside. So that I consciousness, you can call it as I consciousness, is the Paramatma in you. He is called, you can get Ganapati, because he is the first element for activating. He is the activating force. Nanu in Kannada, me in Bengali, Nenu in Telugu, Nanu, he, all the words start with that, So that is the activating force for everything. That is there inside. It is in the form of, it doesn't express unless you bring out the sound. Otherwise, it is always there inside your, this one, inside your tummy. It is always there. Then you express it. isn't it? So when you knock the door, yaar bandiru, who has come? Then, no, I have come. Arey, who is that I? Because they are not recognizing the voice. But first people will say, non bandiru. Then you will say, no, you will say, no, you know, no. Yen becker help. First answer is no. So that is how it starts. So this is the meaning of Ganapati. It is very important.
Tattvamasi.
Tat Tvamasi. This is a Mahavakya Upadesha in the Upanishad. This is the ultimate teaching to a student by Guru, teacher. Tat Tvamasi. So you are that. Tat Tvamasi. You are that, we say. So you are that means what? You are that force. You are that vivifying means activating force. The beautiful word in dictionary you can see, vivifying. V-I-V-I-F-I-I-N-G. Vivifying means activating. So you are that activating force. Unless you are there, none of the bodily parts will function. So it is called Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi. So that activating force only is doing everything in our body, which through it activates the prana first, the breathing, the force. So we start breathing. So then only the otherwise person is unconscious and his breathing stops means immediately doctors come to action. They press their heart, they press this one and make the person breathing. So that is breathing is the first action that starts. Tameva kevalam kartasi. You are the doer. Because other than the prana is what will this body do without the breathing activity? The body cannot do anything. So it is Ganapati is being representing all this. Tameva kevalam dhartasi. You are holding. You are the one who is sustaining the body. Dharta means sustaining. Kevalam hartasi. You are the one who is slowly, your existence is slowly changing the body gradually from a childhood to old age. Harta is taking away. Tvameva sarvam kalvidam brahmasi. All this. Kalu means in reality. Kalu means in reality. Tvameva kalu idam brahmasi. Idam illa kanta idera. All that we are seeing, it's all Brahman alone we are seeing. But we are seeing in different names and forms. So all names and forms belong to the one. Because when you say a name and form, unless the consciousness recognizes it, has the name and form has its own existence on its own?
No.
Has it anything will come and say, I am sitting here, will it say? When you are searching a book, the book will not come and say, I am here, come. So only the person who is searching, who is the conscious being, he can only find the book. The book will not come into your hand directly. So this is why consciousness is called the first expression in the body is consciousness. When you get up in the morning, first expression in the consciousness, which comes from the form of I am, aham, I am. That is why it's very important. So when you say I am, so when you want to tell God that you are that I am in me, I have to tell him Tvam, you have to say you. So there is no other way. You are Tvameva Pratyaksham. Tvameva means you are that in which, because of which I am able to say Aham, I. Tvameva Pratyaksham Kartasi, doer also. Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi, who is sustaining everything. Kevalam Hartasi, who is withdrawing everything. Tvameva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi. All this, you are alone. Brahma means great. Whatever you call great. The word Brahma represents great. So beyond that, it is not greater or greatest. It is great. It is one alone.
There is no
It
comparison.
is no superlative degree or in this. So it is a
Next.
Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam. You are that self in me. That is what we pray to Ganapati. That is why first praying Ganapati, then only other pujas will start for other devatas. So he says, I am not bluffing. Ritam Vachmi, I am telling the ultimate truth. Ritam means ultimate truth. Satyam means what we say in our transaction. I am honest. I am telling the truth. This truth is limited to transactions. But the Ritam means which is the highest truth, the absolute truth which we call. So Ritam Vachmi, Satyam Vachmi. First I will tell Ritam and then Satyam in Vyavahara. I will be honest in all my transactions with everybody. That is important. So it says, Tvam Vangmaya, Tvam Chinmaya, Tvam Anandamaya, Tvam Brahmamaya, Tvam Satchidananda Advitiyo Asi. So this I is secondless, without a second, in everybody. Is there a second I? Second I will always say you or he, they in plural in English also. First is there is only one I. That is why it says from Chinmayam. That I is the indication of consciousness in you. I am is the indication of consciousness in you. Now, see, I'm just telling you 5 minutes. There is a, when we were in my mother was staying in somewhere in Banshante, there was a dog. We used to call it Munni. Munni used to call that dog. It was upstairs, downstairs. So when we were, mother, myself and my brother, we were all going out. We were trying to lock the gate. This fellow is seeing from sitting in the staircase. He immediately went and brought his plate and put it down. You go anywhere you want, put food for me first. See that I is there in the dog also. It is feeling hungry. What is feeling hungry? That I is feeling hungry, but in the form of dog. So God has given it enough knowledge to say that these people are going out, so your food time will be over, they will come at 8 o'clock and they only give you food. So immediately it went upstairs, all the way to terrace it went and put an aluminium plate, they brought it, put it in front of us and they stood like this. So my brother immediately recognized, oh, it wants food. So he went upstairs and brought it. So like that, there is this I or awareness in everything. That is why God says I am in everyone. That is how God is in everyone, in the form of awareness. Okay? So I think I will complete it. Yeah. See, Satyam and Ritam. Ritam is what is told in the Atharvaveda. So Satya means in our transactions we talk to each other, we must be honest. That is called Satyam. And Ritam means what is Shastra says. It's called, that is also Satya. But word Ritam means it can't be changed. Here we can say today one thing is Satya, tomorrow another thing is Satya. Isn't it? In Vyavahara it changes. It's not that you are telling this one false thing or telling a lie. But the truth changes. But Ritam will never change. That's called Ritam Vachni. I always tell the Ritam only. I will not do anything. True. So same way, it says all it goes on praising Ganapati, Vam Mayastvam, Chin Mayastvam, isn't it? You are the one because of the speech comes out. You are the one because of my consciousness comes out. So Tvam Anandamayastvam, you are by nature Ananda. All of us are by nature. We are, ultimate, we call it ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness by nature. That's why we seek happiness outside. But we don't know that by nature we are that happiness by nature. But unfortunately, we have not been told about it. So we seek happiness outside. In everything we want happiness. Oh, this is good, this is not good, this is nice, this film is nice, this film is not good. We are not producing any film, but still we go on commenting, this film is good. Ask that person to create a film, it will say, no, it's not my job. So we can comment. We can only comment and create this one. So that is how we say, all this, our Tvam. Now here we will prayer to Ganapati to protect us. It's called our Tvam. Our means protect. You protect us. Our Vaktaram, you protect the speaker. The speaker should not diverge from what he is supposed to speak. So that's called our Vaktaram. Vakta means a speaker. Our Shrotaram, the listeners also should be concentrate. No? If you are thinking something else, what will you get benefit of this speech? So it's our Vaktaram. You please protect the speaker also. Give the speaker concentration. So our Dhataram, one who is given all this, Dhata, and one who is sustaining all this. So he goes on telling our Shishyam, our Paschatata, from all the sides you protect me. We say all the sides. We say 4 sides, but if you put a round, it is called all the sides. Yes. So otherwise if you say 4 sides, then other in between is all forgotten. So that is why, although there is Ishanya, something they say, but even then, all round. Yes. That is, all round protection is what I want from Ganapati. So our Dhataram, one who is giving me, so in our day-to-day activities also, the one who is giving is Dhata. That is your parents, you can say, when you are young. So in all respects, from all angles, from all directions, you protect me. That's called Ganapati prayer. First time. So all this Vangmayam, Chinmayam, Anandamayam, all this because of Aham, Ganapati, I is there, means all this there. Speech comes out, happiness is sought for, and everything, the Vangmaya, Chinmaya. So all because of the presence of Aham, I, consciousness, everything else is followed by. So everything is preceded. But what has to be there for everything to come out, for everything to follow? The I, Aham should be there, and he is called Ganapati, Ganapati, he is there. So all that it goes on praising him. Tam Pratyaksham Brahmasi, we say Brahma means he is the great, he is the one who has become everything. So you are that Brahman. So Gyanamaya, Vijnanamaya, all are there. No? Gyanamaya means you are consciousness, Vijnanamaya means you are specialized in various subjects, Vijnana. So that's also you are only that. So all this world, Tattam Jagadidam Tattva Jayate, the whole universe, we call when it is created, it is created because of you, consciousness. So Ganapati is a Tattva Jayate, because of you. So that's why we worship Ganapati before doing any other puja also. That is important. Sarvam Jagadidam Tishtati. So in that consciousness only the whole day we function. Isn't it? The consciousness is not there, immediately somebody will take her to the hospital, ambulance will be called and go to the hospital. Till the consciousness comes, you are not brought home even. So what keeps you in the house? Consciousness keeps you in the house. So we are worshipping Ganapati in the form of consciousness also. So he goes on praising the God, then in various forms. Gunatrayatita. So Gunatraya means three gunas are there. Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. So when we speak in the something which is helpful to others, or when we do something which is helpful to others, it is called Sattva-guna. When we do something helpful to others and to us also,
Yes.
it is called Rajo-guna. When it is helpful only to us, to me, then it is called Tamo. So these three gunas, Sattva, Raja, Tama, these three gunas, Sa, Ta, Ra. So these three gunas are the one which is whole universe is functioning under the three gunas. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Mama Maya Gunamayi, he says, my Maya means this illusion. It's only because of the gunas. There is no, this if you want to blame a person, you have to blame the gunas, not the Atma or the self in it, because self is common to everybody. When you say you are a bad man, you are only pointing out to a particular guna that person has manifested in him. So that portion you can hate him, but you should not hate the person itself, because person itself is God's expression. But the guna which has come out through the intellect or whatever it is, that is something which you are not finding it convenient, or it is finding it something negative. It's a negative quality. So you hate the negative quality, but not the person, because the person is nothing but God's manifestation. Person is God's message. That is how we say, Christ said, love everybody, don't hate anybody. That's what it is. Now we say, how can you love a bad man? So love a bad man means don't call him home and put him food and all that. But don't hate him. Don't call him any names or anything. If he comes home by chance for asking for food, you give him the food also. That food is for prana, not for the person. Okay? So I think I have taken all the information that you do, what I have learned from this. Om Purnamada Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is a very good mantra. Shanti mantra, we chant in the beginning and the end also. Purnamadaha, and that inside you is a, that Adaha means the Atma inside you is Purna. He is not lacking in anything. He is Purna, Adaha. Purna Vidam. So whatever is separate from you is also Purna. Purnasya Purnamadaya. From this Purna, if you take out this word Purna, this Purna inside, this totality or the completeness doesn't become incomplete. It remains Purna.
Yes.
Purnameva avashishyate. Thank you.
Now, little bit I will say about this only. Here, the creation also from you. You are the sustainer, and everything get merged in you back. Just like a wave from the ocean. It starts from the ocean, it is in the ocean, it merges in the ocean. Same. Everybody knows all these things. But that is what he is telling. Just like everything is Paramatma, in him, that is Ganapati we call, in creation is taking place, sustaining is taking place, and also the dissolution is also taking place. Now, the Chatvari Vakpadani. See, Saraswati manifests herself in 4 forms. Actually, she is there always. That is called Paravani. Every human being, living human being, I am telling, that Paravani will be there.
Inside.
The moment you decide to speak anything, you think, no, at that time it becomes Pashyanti. Already you are in that, this one, you are ready to speak actually. That is Pashyanti. Then it becomes Madhyama. It has almost reached here. Still you can control. For example, I am very angry with Sagar. I want to scold him. I want to scold him with bad words. But something in me, or even I suddenly remembered my friend Uma. Then I say, no, I will not scold him like that. Suddenly I say, you have done mistake, no doubt. But I will tell him a better way. See, that Pashyanti Vani, Madhyama Vani can be controlled. But when it becomes Vaikari, nobody can do anything. It has come out already. Then you have to face the consequences. He will also get angry, he will give me back, isn't it? Naturally, you won't. I know very well you are Shraddha. But generally explaining, no, when you are angry, if somebody is angry, they will also. So this is God has given human being such a wonderful thing to control oneself. We need not say show off that I can talk anything, I can do anything. No, you have got the control system in you. That is Paravani. When you do Sankalpa, what to speak, it becomes Pashyanti. Then when it is almost decided you are going to talk, it becomes Madhyama. And then it becomes Vaikari, when everybody can hear. But all the other 3 Vanis, they cannot hear. Only I can hear myself. I know myself. That is the beauty, what I am going to talk, what I want to talk, I know, isn't it? I know how to change it. I have made it more actually pleasant to hear, isn't it? Next they say, Gunatrayatitaha. You are above all the 3 gunas. That means what? You are above means you are able to control all the 3 gunas. Same, the Shakti has given us also. We can also control our Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, 100%. And he explained that Sattoguna's character is what? Let everybody be happy. Let everybody should be nice, happy. But when you say that I should be happy, anything you start, and Uma always used to say, I am telling God, let everybody be happy, but start from me. She used to say always. When you say that, it becomes Rajoguna. When you cannot tolerate if somebody is happy, then that becomes Tamoguna. See, but Paramatma is above the 3 gunas, means he is able to control. That controlling power he has given us also. We should use it. Then Avastha Trayatita. This is the very important thing. If I ask anybody, what you have done, what is your achievement, everybody will say what they have done in the waking state. One state, that's all. That is called Jagrat. I have built a house, I got married, I got so many children. In just that day only you must have dreamt that you have got twins. But you will not tell anybody, I got twins, isn't it? In dream you have got twins. But you won't tell anybody that you have got twins. But only waking state. That means our mind accepts that in waking state whatever we see, it is the truth, nothing but the truth. That is the main thing. That is why God has created dream for us. In dream, everybody knows, everybody dreams actually. And it looks so real when you are experiencing, isn't it? But the moment you get up, nothing will be there. Nothing will be there. See, in your dream, you may fall in the water, you don't know swimming, you are really uncomfortable, and you are crying. And when you just do that, you wake up, where you are there? You are on the bed. There is no water, nothing has happened. So that is why God has created dream, because for human being to analyze how it can be. It was seen so clearly, I could see, but nothing is there. So then the deep sleep state, that is called Sushupti. Every day we want to enjoy that, isn't it? Hey, today I didn't get sleep, too many dreams were there, we see. We don't want dreams also. We want that good sleep. These are the three avasthas: waking, dream and deep sleep. He is above everything means he is the witnesser of all the three. In fact, I am also the witnesser of all the three. But unfortunately, I think myself as the mind. So mind sleep, I think that I am sleeping. So avastha triyatita, deha triyatita. We know that only how many bodies you have. If anybody, I ask you, you will say, why? One body only, no? No, but actually Shastra says you have got three bodies. This is the gross body. Inside just the mobile car, no? SIM is there, no? Isn't it? SIM and the signal. So like that, there are three shariras. The one is this one, gross body, Sthula Sharira, then Sukshma Sharira, that is the mind, to say it in a short word. Then ignorance. Ignorance about myself is also called Sharira because it can be destroyed by the knowledge. That is why it is called. So I am just explaining little bit lightly. And this Ganapati is there in everybody. We have to bring him up in all the 6 chakras. So they say, Mooladhare Sthitosi. He is there. You need not bring him from anywhere. He is with you always. For this, you must have full faith. He is with me always. You have to recognize him. How to recognize him? Whenever you talk, whenever you see, whenever you laugh, for everything that supply is coming from him. That is why you have to recognize him. So he is in all the lokas also. Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, Maha, Jana, Tapa, Satya. All the 7 lokas. Everything is gone by one Ganapati. He is the creator. He is the sustainer. He is the dissolution only and better. Because I don't want to say destroy. Nothing can be destroyed actually. It changes the form, that's all. For example, a big tree is there. Okay? You cut it. Then we call it as log of wood, isn't it? First we used to call it a tree. Now we say it's log of wood. Then you burn it. Then we say it is coal. Then it becomes ash. Then it is ash. It is mixed with earth. So Bhumi is there. So nothing can be destroyed actually. It can be only changed. So now the Ganapati, Ganapati is compared to Omkar. So when we write Ga, then no, and this Ardha Chandra and then Bindi. Same way also, Om you see, one curve, the another curve, third curve, and then this Chandra, and in the there's a dot. If a mathematics student is there, I want to ask a question. What is a curve? What is a straight line? What is the difference between a curve and a straight line? Can anybody?
Curve will meet the other end. Straight line will not.
Exactly. That means when the direction is changed constantly, it is called curve. When the direction is not changed, it is called straight line, isn't it? But what is there in the straight line? What is there in the curve? You tell me that. Nothing but dots. Nothing but dots. Dot, dot, dot. It's just the same direction. If you keep
When
it,
the dots
becomes
are very close, we call it line.
line. That's all. Nothing else. Curve means direction is changed. That's all. So there are 3 curves in Omkar. Why the curve is given? Because it is crooked. Crooked means our thinking is crooked. Paramatma is not crooked. Our thinking is crooked because we think everything is real. Whatever we see is real. But the Veda says whatever you see is mithya. It is constantly changing. It is not permanent. But one who is seeing, that seer is the truth. That is what the Shastra says actually. So,
that word seer has come. You say it.
Seer.
Seer.
Always seer.
Rishi. Rishi is also called seer. Because
Seer way we in the papers. That is not seer. This is the seer.
Yeah.
Seer is knower.
Mantra drashta. One who has cognized the form of God or the actually mantra's meanings. He is called the seer. So it is compared to Omkara. 3 things. What these 3 curves mean? Omkara you have seen, no? That the 3 curves actually say the wakings, dream and deep sleep.
Yeah.
Because all the 3 are connected to the mind. When mind is active, we have waking and dream. When the mind sleeps, it is deep sleep. All the 3 curves are connected with mind. That is why crooked we say. But over that, one more this thing is, but is in that form, ulta form. It is facing upwards. What does it mean? That represents the Vedas, Veda mantras. In front of the Veda mantras, you say that I am a man. Shastra says, no, you are not a man. You are neither a woman. See, whatever we say, Shastra says, you have understood it wrongly. Even Sharira, that is the body, is man or woman. But you are not man or woman. The Atma can never become that. So that is why that Ulta curve, it represents Ishvara also, God also, or Vedas, knowledge. Then, in the ultimate Vedas teach that everything is only the dot. There is no curve, there is no straight line, nothing. Only dot is there. Same way, only Ganapati is there, nothing else. So that this Atharvashirsha was actually cognized by the Ganaka Rishi. And for Devata, it is Mahaganapati Devata. So he is Ekadantaya Vidmahi. I really like the Tejoma in this explanation for this. Really, I request you all to buy that book. Please read that. He has written in English and it is so nice. Very, very beautiful.
Ganapati Atharva Upanishad.
And he says, he says that the meaning of Ekadantaya. Why he has got only one? Because duality, he has superseded the duality. That is the meaning of Ekadantam. And such a person, Vakratundaya. But because this trunk, no, it has got a special this one. It can move round all these sides. Our neck cannot move only 3 sides. Back we cannot see. But this everything it can cognize, it can collect, it can hold. Heavy things it can take and light, even the needle also it can take. So that is the speciality. Let that person, Danti, he is called, Ganapati is called Danti. Let him prachodayat. This is also in the Gayatri Mantra. We request God to help our intellect to think in a proper way, according to the scriptures. Now, I want to share few things with you. If you want to know about chemistry, you won't go to a mathematics professor. You will go to a chemistry professor only. So many things which you cannot understand, he will be telling you. You have to just accept, okay? See, water means it is H2O. You have to remember it. Nothing else. Nothing you can do. Hydrogen, oxygen is there in the particular form, then it becomes water. This is, who has made it? One who has made the law, that creator. You have to go and ask creator why it has been happened. So this is how same way whenever you have any doubt about the creation, two things, no? Either creation or myself. These are the two doubts. So whenever you want to know about this, we have to go to the Veda mantras only, nothing else. Nothing else. If you want to prosper in life, karma kanda is there. Desire oriented karmas.
Rituals.
You can do all the rituals. 100% you will get them. You will really win over everybody. You will go after the leaving the body, you will go to the heaven. Everything is true. No, nothing is false or anything. Only thing is, there is a beautiful mantra. Ishtapurtam manyamana varishtam nanyashreyo vedayante pramodaha nagasya prishtete sukrutenu bhutva imam lokam hinataram vavishanti. You have to believe that so. You have to have faith. It says you may go to heaven. You may go to even hell. Anyway, when once the experience is over, what you have, your karma is there, then you have to come back. Anything to be corrected, only it is possible when you take the human birth. Nothing else. Only in human birth a person can change things. He can nullify everything, or he can make good. He can go to heaven. But all these things are definitely not permanent. That is what it says. Then a person will ask, then what I should do? I want happiness always. In all the desha, all the kala, in every namarupa. I want happiness always. Then you go to Brahmaloka, Shastra says. Don't do your desire-oriented karmas. You love God. For His sake, you do good things. You do your duties. You will go to Brahmaloka. Everybody knows no duty. Many people say, I don't know what is my duty. You ask such a person, what the security should do? Immediately he will say, I know what security should do. Okay, you ask him what doctor should do. I know what doctor should do. Lawyer, what? Everybody's duty he knows. Only his duty he doesn't know means that we cannot accept. It is wrong. Then you ask somebody else, then they will say what is his duty, isn't it? You ask the mother, she will say what is the son's duty. You ask the son, what is the mother's duty, son will say very nice, isn't it? See, here, that is what duty is. Everybody has to do their duty. Vedanta or no Vedanta. There is no other way. So for that it helps. Then because with the help of that, a man can do, he can nullify everything. He can actually go to Brahmaloka where happiness is permanent. And the next is to realize oneself. That is they call moksha. Now I want Rohan to come here and say Guruji's sentence, what has impressed him in his life when he started coming to, that is Vedanta. Come here, Vedanta. Come, please come. ನಿಂತ್ಕೋತಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ you like Guruji's sentence, no? Very much which you have adopted in life, please tell them. Because you are a youngster. Hey. ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಿ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ
So Hindi and English.
English,
Understand.
everybody I think they are comfortable with English. You are also comfortable with English. Say.
Okay, there's just one sentence which I kind of feel is very important. I have kind of tried to follow it. It's समय से पहले प्रारब्ध से अधिक तुम्हें कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है. So which literally means the translation is before time you will not get anything, and how much of a fruit you are supposed to expect, that is what you're going to get desired, or that is what you're going to get expected. So since everybody's crowd is pretty young, let me kind of relate it to the working class here.
Yes.
Probably. So
Yes.
I think everybody is working here.
Yes.
Most of you are working here. So let's say you've landed a job. But let's say you have landed a job. You're currently working in your company. you're pretty much doing pretty well. You did good. You're probably getting like certain percentage of hike. You did a very good amount of job. You're expecting a promotion, but unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, you don't get that. Now, what happens? You are very dejected. You're very depressed. Now you start cursing your boss, you start cursing your teammates, you start cursing everybody around you, saying that this is not right, this is not fair, this is not what I expected, kind of a thing. And you start trying to look out for a job. Now, inherently, you are trying to look out for a job, but explicitly you will not tell everybody that you are looking out for a job. Now, the journey for you to actually do a good job in your own job, what you currently have, and also to look out for another good job which you think which might bring you happiness, that also is a very treacherous journey at that point of time. So it's going to take some amount of time for you to land that particular job and for you to find that kind of happiness. So it might probably take a month, it might take a week, it might take probably like a quarter or so. Let's say after a month or so, you are able to crack that job. Now you have one offer at hand. Now what you will say, okay, I have X amount of money, I made it 1.5x amount of money right now. And with that particular offer, you're trying to negotiate with other different companies as well, saying that can I get 1.8x or can I get 2x. But at the end of the day, what currently impresses you is the way the interview which was conducted with you, the way, the job satisfaction you probably might have, the job description you might have with respect to that company. Somebody might be giving you 2.5x of the current amount of what you're currently earning, but if they've treated you badly during that interview process, you are not interested to go over that. You probably might settle for someone who's giving you 1.4x or 1.5x, because that journey of you to get that job over there was very peaceful for you. You felt a very conducive kind of an environment so that you can go and settle there. You think about that, okay, probably this might be the place for me. So that's what I meant. So samay se pehle, so that 1 month or 1.5 months is a kind of struggle for you. Samay se pehle, prarabdh se adhik. You expected you would want to get 2x or 2.5x, but you kind of settled for 1.5 or 1.4x amount of the money. So that's prarabdh se adhik. Tumhe kuch nahi milne wale. So that's what I would like to say. So I think it's kind of relatable to almost everybody who's looking for a job or is currently working in a corporate world, trying to materialize it, but just so that creating an anecdote so that it's easier for everybody to understand. That's it.
Thank you. And I want to make it clear to you what is prarabdha and what is purushartha. Prarabdha means fate, what you are supposed to get. And what is purushartha means your effort. Okay, ladies, we all know very well. In the morning, we enter the kitchen. It is so dirty. So dirty. Why? No, I'm asking you. Why it is dirty? Why the kitchen is dirty? First we will call son. Hey, what did you do? He said, I didn't do anything. I didn't even enter the kitchen. Then she remembers the mother. Oh, I forgot to. I was seeing some movie. Then I was very sleepy. I just went. I have not cleaned. That means this is prarabdha. The dirty kitchen in the morning is prarabdha. And what is your effort? Earlier you have not done. That is purushartha you didn't do. Now when you clean it, what you get? You get the clean kitchen, isn't it? Same way, whatever we have done earlier, this birth, we will be enjoying that. But you should not think, hey, this like...
Where Vedanta?
Vedanta.
Yeah, like
Acha, Allah, if you can. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's okay, then it's okay. So that is whatever you have done earlier, that is the purushartha, that only you have to enjoy now. So if at all you want to enjoy good things, what you are supposed to do, you have to put in effort. Now, then only, now our tomorrow will be better. That our tomorrow will be the fate, and today is the actually effort.
To make you understand, what you are spending today is for what you had worked last month.
Yes.
What you are working this month, you are not earning anymore.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So whatever we are spending today is because whatever we have earned work for the previous months. Same way this prarabdha. Whatever you have done earlier, it gives you the fruit of its action. That's what the difference is.
Yes, yes. Okay, we'll chant now Atharvashirsha and then Mantra Pushpa we'll chant.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very informative.
Yeah, yeah, please,
All the
please.
best.
Thank you. Okay.
Auntie, ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗಣೇಶ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ
Ha,
ಏಕದಂತ
ha, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Correct. Almost ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಬೀಜ ಮಂತ್ರ.
Ha, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಂ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿ.
That why I said Ekadanta, because he has actually superseded the dualities. Me and mine, everything. That is called Ekadanta. In the normal sense, he has actually broken the one of the stool. That is the okay literal meaning you can take. But implied meaning is always there in every mantra. Implied meaning is he is above the duality. That is why he is called Ekadanta. Chaturhastam, he has got 4. Even we have got 4. Hasta means strength. What are the strength we have? One, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Mind to think what I should do. Like this, or that is called sankalpa. And then buddhi to decide, nishchaya. Then the chitta means storehouse. What all earlier experiences are there, it is stored in our chitta. That is how we get desires also. So that is also a strength in us only. That is the memory actually. Chitta is memory. And then ahankara. That is swabhiman. First we will say swabhiman. Because we must have that, no? I must respect myself first. Then only people will give me respect. If I don't respect myself, then nobody will give me respect. That is the main thing. So that is why he said Chaturhastam. And that we also, he has given us also, but he is of course in the full, that strength is full. And Pasham, to control everybody, he has got Pasha in his hands. That is the thread. With the thread, how the Pashu is controlled in the through the thread is, where they control the animal. Same way, Ganapati is controlling us all. How he is controlling? By when we do bad things, he is giving you little sorrow and other things. Immediately we should realize, oh, he is telling us that I am doing bad things. Now I have to correct myself. Like this, the control factor is Pasha. Ankusha. Ankusha means sometimes you have to give punishment also. Without punishment, a human being will not become good. That is why Ankusha is there. He has kept all the things with him. Radam cha varadam hastaihi vibranam mushakadvajam. He varadam, that is, radam means he has got a blessing he has got. At the same time he gives punishment. Both Gora Agora. Just like a mother. Mother will be very, very smiling towards the child and at the same time very angry with the child. She has what? Same here also. Whenever we do wrong things, he will be in the not a pleasant form. But Varadam, but he will fulfill all our desires. Mushakadvajam. Ganapati is coming. How we know? Because in the flag, that the sign of the chua, rat is there. It has got the capacity. Rat has the capacity, It can go, it will keep itself safe in the fire. Otherwise everything will get burnt in the fire. That whereas that rat will go deep into the earth, it will be safe. Nothing happens to that. That is the speciality. Same way we have here also, anything happens, our mind should be like that mouse. We should go under, that is without getting affected. We should again come back to our original self. How the rat comes up after everything cools down. Same way we should. That is why Moshakadvacham. Raktam, he is wearing red clothes. Ganapati is wearing. In Bombay and all, you must have seen that paint also fully there. Ganapati, actually that
Orange color.
orange. That only they say there. Lambodaram, he has got big belly. That means he has got lot of knowledge. That is sign of. Shurpakarnakam, he has got big ears. See, that says you have to hear lot, assimilate and speak little. That is what should be there. And Bhaktanukampinam Devam Jagat Karanam Achyutam. He will actually take the bhaktas, one who has got faith in him. He will guide them towards the knowledge. Otherwise, everybody will get the bhoga, that is whatever experience they have to get for their karma, they will get. That is no partiality in that. There is no partiality. But speciality is in giving the knowledge or giving the guru to them, one who can teach. Avirbhutam cha srishthyado prakrite purushat param. Purusha and prakriti. In the beginning only we said prajna and then walk. These are the two things combined, the creation takes place and he is above that. He is controlling both. Evam dhyayati yo nityam sa yogi yoginam vara. One who recognizes Ganapati in their own heart, in their own buddhi, that is sakshi of the buddhi, witnesser of the buddhi, they are called yogi. Namo Vratapataye, Namo Ganapataye. He need not be, there is nothing to reject in Ganapati. For this to explain, Swamiji once he asked, he said, in my one hand, a orange fruit is there, another hand, orange juice is there. What is the difference between the two? Can anybody say? What is the difference between the two? So Swamiji explained that in fruit there is still something to reject, isn't it? Take it out, remove. But whereas in juice nothing is there. That is why that is called Vratapati. It need not be purified. Nothing can be removed. It is full, everything is. You didn't understand? You take the example of the jackfruit. You want to enjoy that fruit. How much you have to put in effort? You have to take out everything, isn't it? Only then you can enjoy the fruit. The moment the fruit comes, nothing you need not throw anything. Is what Ganapati is. He is knowledge personified. Nothing is that is wrong things. No wrong things are there. Whereas in human being, raga dvesha is there. That you have to remove it, isn't it? To make him pure. But Ganapati is pure. He doesn't have anything to reject or to remove. That is what they say, Vratapataye, Ganapataye, Nama Pramatapataye. He is the Lord of all Shiva Bhaktas. Pramatas are Shiva Bhaktas. He guides them also. He is the Lord of them also. So, Vigna Vinashine Shivasutaya Shri Varada Murtaye Namaha. We bow to such a Ganapati who is above everything and who is in everybody's heart. So, whoever reaches this Atharvashirsha, they will become eligible for the knowledge. That is spiritual knowledge. Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. So, all this or next Palashruti that generally we don't touch. So, whoever wants knowledge, it is better that is it. We must ask for the knowledge. The moment you ask for the knowledge, everything will happen. I want to tell one story. Once a king dreams about a Shiva Mandir in his dream. And his king is rich, he has got plenty of money. He wants to build such a Shiva Mandir in the waking state. In dream he has seen. And how to show the others which type of this one. But the painters, so many people are there, they are intelligent. When the king explains, they are able to actually, the architect, he puts the design everything. Then in the end, king accepts, it's very nice. They construct the temple, the puja, everything is over, the god is also installed, everything happens. Now the king tells his minister, that I want to give something special money to 4 people who are responsible for the creation of this. Architect, builder, so many people are there, no? All the 4. But Mantri is very, very intelligent. He said, okay, but I will send one by one to you. You ask them what they want and you give them what they want. Raja said, okay. Said the first person he comes. Raja said, you want what you want, he asked. Already they have paid him, their work they have paid. Then that fellow says, see, I don't, now whatever you had given the money, I had to spend on the clear the loans and other things. Now to start anything, I don't have any money. I want some capital. He said, okay, I'll give. Sanction. Then the second person comes. What do you want? He says. He says, I don't have a house in my this one. I want a house. Because now I got money, I can buy things, I can, if I construct the house, all the money will be going. I cannot buy anything. So I want a house. Okay, you will get a house. And the third person comes. He says, I am staying in such a village. There is no road at all. Actually, to come and go, it is so difficult. I want you to build a road to that place so that people will be comfortable. And the fourth person comes. What do you want? He says, I don't want anything. You come and stay in my house for 1 week. He tells the Raja, that is the only wish I have. Please, you have to come and stay in my house for 1 week. Mantri says, Baap re Baap, this village fellow is calling the king and that too has to stay for 1 week. He immediately intervenes. He said, okay, Raja will definitely come, but after 2 months he will come, not immediately, please. He said, no problem, I'll wait for him. Then what happens? First Mantri tries to find out where he is. He is in the remote corner. There is no road. First he puts the road nicely. And then he sees he doesn't have a proper house also. Then what? He builds a house for him. And who will cook for him? But if Sagar is there, he says, I will only cook. He is not Sagar, no? So anyway, then says, oh, you should be married. Actually, whenever they give money, so money also he gets, and them house also he gets. Naturally, people will give him a girl also. He is married also now. So now everything is ready. Then the Raja goes and stays with him. See, after studying this Atharvashirsha, you must be like that. You must tell Ganapati, I want you, nothing else. Then he will arrange for everything. Why do you worry? Your job, your food, your house, everything he will take care. Don't think he will leave you like that.
Piecemeal.
Don't ask please.
I want you, you say.
Yes.
Tell God, I want you, nothing else.
Nothing.
All things will come even if you don't want.
Everything will fall into place.
Yeah. And now we chant.
ತ್ವಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾತ್ಮಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಸ್ತ್ವಂ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಹಾ.
ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನ್ ತತ್ವ?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, everything is his projection only. For that also Swamiji gives a very good example. I don't know whether you have seen the tent movie. Tent movie, have you seen anywhere? We when we were young, we used to, he is there. Movie, tent. See, a bright projected light should be there. And it will be focused through the that is film, and the screen is kept, and movie they used to see. We used to see that. In screen, the film is there, okay? You don't switch on the light. Can you see anything on the screen? You keep the film and do puja. So many things you do. Nothing is going to happen unless and until you switch on the light. That light only has the capacity to take the film on the screen, isn't it? Same way here also, he says that light is Ganapati and the projected, whoever it be, Rudra, anything, everything, his own Kiranas only, his own manifestation. That is why Tvam Rudrastvam, Vishnustvam, creator, sustainer, dissolver, everything you are that. That is the meaning. Okay, so now
ವಾಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಯಾವುದು?
ವಾಕ್.
Walk.
In general, ವಾಕ್.
ವಾಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ವಾಕ್ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವಾಕ್ಶಕ್ತಿ.
ಗುರುಜಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್. वाणी का दुरुपयोग मत करो, अर्थवत प्रत्ययवत. Once a Socrates was sitting and his disciple came. Guruji, I want to tell you something. He said, don't tell me, first you answer my questions. What you want to tell, is it the truth? He says, I don't know whether it is true or false. Then second question he asked, is it pleasant to hear? He says, no, it is not pleasant to hear. Then third question he asked, is it beneficial either to me or to you? He says, no, it is not connected with it. Then don't tell me. If we can do that, I think we talk very less. Hardly any talk will be there. Because we generally, without knowing what is the fact, about everybody's house, we also say, this happened. No, these things, Vani should not be used for that. It is a very precious thing. No animal has got this speech capacity. That is why Vani is very, very important. Take care of your speech. Okay?
It's like forwarded message in WhatsApp.
Huh?
Walk is like forwarded message. Don't forward without.
Exactly, beautiful. Thank you very much. Actually, it is in my mind always. Many people, they go on sending. Don't send unnecessary things. At least something constructive. It will be useful. Shall we chant now? Ganesha Atharvashirsha and Mantra Pushpa. About Mantra Pushpa, nothing. Mantra Pushpa means what is there? Ayatanam. That is actually when it is in the samashti. One example I'll give you. That samashti is the space. Okay? How many space is there? If anybody asks, everybody say only one space, isn't it? In that space, you are there, I am there, every planet is there, every solar system is there, Milky Way is there, everything is there. But the moment it comes inside the house, see, this is also space only, no? Same space only. But because we have built walls, it becomes a house, isn't it? So, same way here also, these two things that is called samashti, this is called veshti. This is micro, that is macro. That's all.
Individual
and total. Okay. In the ayatanam, when they say, that is the main thing is, it is the ashraya, that is the sustainer for everything. But when once the creation is created, what is the creation? Fire is created, Prithvi is created, water is created, Apa is created, Nakshatras are created, Chandrama is created, Surya is created, and time is created. Everything is there. They are actually mutual understanding. See, for example, if water has to be there, means you must have sun's heat. Without sun's heat, you don't get rains, isn't it? So what is original? Originally is definitely fire. From fire only water comes. But when it comes, when the creation, water helps to actually manifest the fire, isn't it? Electricity is produced. So the gist of Mantra Pushpa is, you have to accept, realize that everything is beautifully arranged, that one is supporting the other. When you realize that, then you will also become actually in the world successful. Okay? Now we'll chant both. ಭದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ 7 only. 10 time is exactly we finish. Time is very important. Start. Shall I start? Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atma अमृतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधातारम् अवधातारम् अवनुचारमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अव उत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अव च ऊर्ध्वातात् अव अधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्द अद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो अनलो अनिलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वम् अवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारे स्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरों गणानिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिस्तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुरसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् आकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादसन्धानम् सभुङ्गिका संविः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृद्गायत्री छन्दः श्रीमहागणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रथं च वरदं हस्तैः बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां परः ॐ नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये अथर्वशीर्षं यो अधीते स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते स सर्वत्र सुखमेदते. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಖವಾಗಲಿ. ಹಾ, ಇದು ಮಂತ್ರ ಪುಷ್ಪ, ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 16 ಈ ಬುಕ್. ಹಾ, ಪಿಕ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹಾ, ಹೇಳು, ನೀನು ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೈಸ್. ಹೇಳು. ಹಾ, ನೀನು ಹೇಳು, ಶುರು ಮಾಡು. ನೀ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो वायोरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै वायोरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति असौ वै तपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो अमुष्यतपत आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अमुष्यतपत आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यश्चन्द्रमस आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै चन्द्रमस आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो नक्षत्राणामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै नक्षत्राणामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्यो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः पर्जन्यस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै पर्जन्यस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आय
गच्छति ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्यसायिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. The meaning of last two sentences, Rajadi Rajaya, he is the master of master, lord of lord, and Prasahya Sayine, he has given us that strength to bear difficulties, isn't it? That is why he is called that. Namo Nama Vayam Vai Shravanaya Kurmahe. We bow to you and we want to hear about you. How you have created, what you are doing, how you are inside me. All these things I want to learn, I want to understand. For that I will go to Guru. That is what Kurmahe, that means I will go to Guru and learn from everything. Kameshwara, by next
Same Kameshwaro
yes, Kaman. Kaman Kamaya Sarva. Mahyam Kuberaya Vaishnavanaya. So for all the desires, you please channelize my desires. You are requesting God. Please channelize the desires. I am like a small child. I have a child at the night. It says, I want chocolate, I want ice cream, so many things. And then mother will try to coax and channelize the desires. Okay, ice cream I'll give you later. Now you can have chocolate, isn't it? Like that. Same way, we are requesting God to channelize our desires so that then what we can do is we get that power to Shravana, do with a full concentration. Because you are the Kuberaya, because you are the, actually Shanti means that is a state of happiness. He is the lord of that. That is called moksha actually. Shravanaya. And here Shravanaya means you are the effulgent Swarupa. You are given, that is Hiranyagarbha, creator Swarupa. Maharajaya Namaha. I bow to you. I request you to channelize my desires so that I will reach you. That is the meaning. Okay? Swasti Prajabhi. Swasti Prajabhyam Paripalayantam Jnanena Margena Mahi Mahisha Gobrahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshyatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shobharahito Brahmanaha Santu Nirbhayaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
See, Vedanta, Brahmana doesn't pertain to any caste or race or religion. Brahmana means one who wants to know the Brahman, his Swarupa. He is called Brahmana. So very clear. But normally people make a mistake. They are making it as a caste or
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸರ್. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ.
ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವನ್ನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವರೂಪವನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನಿದ್ದೀನಿ. The ulta is also true. The reverse is also true. So that is called as becoming one with the whole creation. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವರೂಪದಿಂದ, ಶರೀರದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬುದ್ಧಿಯಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವರೂಪದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು.
ಯಾರು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಸೆ ಪಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರೇ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ. ಜಾತಿ ಗೀತಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಇದು ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ 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 ಮೂರು ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಆದಿಭೌತಿಕ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ನೀನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀಯಾ
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಆದಿ ದೈವಿಕ ಶಾಂತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅತಿವೃಷ್ಟಿ ಅನಾವೃಷ್ಟಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಸುನಾಮಿ ಬಂತು, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? BJP ಮೇಲೆ ಬೈತೀರಾ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೈತೀರಾ? ಬೈಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಯಾರ ಕೈಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ. ಆದಿದೈವಿಕ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದಿ ಭೌತಿಕ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಹುಳು ಕಚ್ಚಿಬಿಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದರೂ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು, ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದು ಬಿಡೋದು, ಹಳ್ಳ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇನಾದರೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದರೆ ಆದಿ ದಿಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ವಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಲಿಟಲ್, ಬಟ್ ಆದಿದೈವಕ ನೋಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡು, ಯಾರು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲೇ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಘ್ನಗಳು ಯಾವುದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅದೊಂದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವೇ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗೀತೆ ಓದಿ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ್ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಫಸ್ಟು ಥಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದಾಗೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನನಗೆ ABCD ಬರೋಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? ಅಯ್ಯೋ ABCD ಬರ್ದಿದ್ರು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಮ್ಮ ಅಂತಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳೋದು. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬಂದು? ಇದು ನಾವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಗೀತೆ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಗೀತೆ? ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೇರ್ತಾರೆ? ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸು, ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸು, ಆದರೆ ಅದೇನೋ ದೇವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಏಜ್. ಇದು ಎಂಥ ಅನ್ಯಾಯಮ್ಮ, ಅದು ಎಂಥ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ, ತುಂಬ ತಪ್ಪಲ್ವಾ ಅದು?
ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ
ಏಕಾಗ್ರತೆ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ ಖಂಡಿತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ತಾಪನೇ ತಾಪ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಬುದ್ಧಂತರು ಓದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ರಮಣ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಹತ್ರ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ಬಂದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ನೀನು 50% ಗೆದ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರಂತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಸದ್ಯ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ನಿಜ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಪನೆನೇ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋಲ್ಲ. ಸೂರ್ಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ ನನಗೆ, ಸಾಧನೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 10:30 ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಇಟ್ 1 o'clock, ಅವಳು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾಳೆ ಮಧ್ಯರಾತ್ರಿ 1 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅವಾಗ ಸೂರ್ಯನೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓ ನೀವು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರೋ 1 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪಿಸಮ್. ದೇವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನನಗೆ ಆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬರೋದು ಬೇಡ ದೇವ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸೋವಾಗ ತಳ್ಳಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ದೊಣ್ಣೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಓಡ್ತಿದ್ಲಂತೆ, ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಹೋಗೋ ತನಕ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅವನು ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದ, ನಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡವನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳು. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಲ್ಪನೆನ ಬಿಡೋಣ, ಒಂದನ್ನು ನಂಬಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಬಿ, ಅವನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಬೋಣ. ನಮಗೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕಮ್ಮ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇದೆ. ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು 2 pairs of footprints ಅಂತ, ತುಂಬ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಅದು. ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನಂತೆ, ಶರೀರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ದೇವರಿಗೆ, ದೇವರೇ ನೀನು ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೇಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮದು 2 ಗುರುತು ಫುಟ್ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾಲಿನ ಗುರುತು, ಒಂದು ನಂದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ 2 ಕಾಲಿನ ಗುರುತಿರಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಜನಗಳದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು. ಒಂದು ದೇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನಂತೆ, ನಿಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ನಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ, ನಿಂದಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಐ ಓಪನರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೋವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಜೊತೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನ ಅವನು. ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಎದ್ದು ನಿಲ್ಲು, ಉದ್ದರೇದ ಆತ್ಮನಾತ್ಮ. ಪುನಃ ಹೇಳಿ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾರಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಾವಿನ್ನೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರು, ಕೆಲಸ, ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಗರೇ ಸಾಕು. ಅದೇಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ? ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ, ಅವನು ಚಿಕ್ಕವನೇ ತಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಸತ್ಸಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯದಿದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನು, ಅವನು ಇನ್ನೂ ತುಂಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನು, ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಹನ್ನು. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ದ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ, ಅಮ್ಮ ನಾನು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಶ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಹತ್ರ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹಾಲಿಡೇಸ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಐ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಅದು ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟು, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಂಗೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಉಪದೇಶ ಕೇಳಿದೆ.
ಓಂಕಾರದಲ್ಲ ಬಿಂದು,
ಹಾಂ
ಅದು
ಹಾಂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು ಬಿಂದು ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೀಪಾಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಡೀಪಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಮಗೇನು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಹೋಲ್ ವೇದಾಂತ ಎರಡೇ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಇರೋದು ಒಂದು, ತೋರೋದು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ತೋರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೀನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ತೋರುತ್ತೆ. ತೋರೋದು ಇರೋದು ಎರಡೇ. ಇರೋದು ಬಿಂದು, ತೋರೋದು ಕರ್ವು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ಸೊ ಇರೋದು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಅವನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಪನೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟವಾದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭ. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಲಿ ಬಳೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, 4-5 ಗಾಜು ಬಳೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಒಡೀತು. ನಾ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಸಾಗರ್, ಒಡೆದೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಅಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ನಂದು ಚಿನ್ನದ ಬಳೆನೂ ಹೊಡೆದಾಯ್ತು. ಇವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ, ಕೊಡಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಅರೇ ರಾಮ, ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರೂ ಹಾಕೋಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ? ಅದೇ ಚಿನ್ನ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಬಳೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಬಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು? ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬಳೆ ನನಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. 2 ವಸ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಬಳೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಚಿನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚಿನ್ನವೇ ಬಳೆಯಾಗಿ ತೋರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾರು ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇರೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನನೇ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೇನೋ ಬಳೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತಾ, ಚಿನ್ನ ಸಿಗತ್ತಾ? ಚಿನ್ನನೇ ಸಿಗೋದು.
ಬಳೆ ಕೂತಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಪಂಚವೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿಲಿ ಕೂತಿದೆ. ಆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಲಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಕೂಸಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಓಂಕಾರವನ್ನು ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 3 ಅವಸ್ಥೆ, 3 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಲಗಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ದ, ನಾ ಎಚ್ಚರವಾಗಿ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ದ. ಇನ್ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕನಸು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಯಾರು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಬ್ಬರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗ, ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಮಗ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಕನಸು ನೀವು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಂಬಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಆದರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರದು? ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ದೇವರು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೇವರನ್ನ ಗುರುತಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನ. ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಅವನ್ನ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೂ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೋ, ಅವರವ್ರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆದರೆ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿದೆ? ನಾನು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕು, ಓದಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಯಿತಾ, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು, ಸರಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಇಷ್ಟೇನ ಇರೋದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ? ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ಅದೊಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಒಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಗು ಹೇಳ್ತಂತೆ, 4 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗು. ಅವ್ರ ಅಜ್ಜ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ, ಬಾ ಗುಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂದರೆ, ಎಸ್ ನಾನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ದೇವ್ರನ್ನ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ನನಗೆ, ನಾನು ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅಂತಂತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಕಾಲು ಕೆಳಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ದೇವರು, ನಾನು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿನ ನಾನು ದೇವರೇ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತೀವ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಸೆವೆನ್ ವಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಆಂಟಿ, ಸೆವೆನ್ ವಂಡರ್ಸ್.
ಹಾಂ 7 ಮಂಡೆ
ಆ ಮಗು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 7 to see 1 ಇದು ಅಂಡರು 2 ಇಯರ್
ಹೌದು.
ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ದೇವರು. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಗು ಕೊಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಕೊಡೆ
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಜ್ಞಕ್ಕೆ. ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಏನೋ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಕೂತಿದೆ. ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಛತ್ರಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ಮಳೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೋ ಛತ್ರಿ? ಮಳೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತೇನು?
ನಂಬಿಕೆ
ನಂಬಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಓಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಮದ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಿದಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ ಪೂರ್ಣಮುದಚ್ಯತೆ ಪೂರ್ಣಸ್ಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಾದಾಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮೇವಾವಶಿಷ್ಯತೆ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ.
ಅಧಃ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚವಾಗಿ ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇದು ಅಧಮ ಅಧಃ. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಸಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಸ್ವರೂಪವಾಗಿ ವಾಸುದೇವ.
ಎಲ್ಲ വെച്ചിട്ടില്ല ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದಂತೆ ನಾನು
I have